Alright, let's make it a very clear, poignant point to clarify something that is absolutely adamantly important to know about the actual spiritual advancement of the entirety of what it means to be human being by the God that we all come from, the one true God, or the living God. This is a beautiful process that we're all a part of. It's very unique, and of course, hey, this is immense. Alright, we have the ability to, and have been given, and have on our side, this, ultimately, just being honest, like, the sword of truth, the wings of liberty, the fire of heart, and the strength of manifesting goodness, freedom, and integrity throughout the world. To indulge and to develop and to be a part of and to lead in this epic age of being a leader in this most tremendous victory towards human liberty, life itself, of all life, plant life, insect life. Being a radiator of the existence of the light that exuberates, that flies from the diamond soul, from the diamond heart of our bodies, literally is an illumination of light. And it was described before, of course, my mind is light years ahead of my time. Now, the truth of the matter is, now imagine, okay, so we see everything that's happening. We have the crystal clear vision. The crystal clear vision not only with our eyes, our diamond eyes, but with our diamond heart, our diamond soul. Alright, we see crystal clear. Not only that, but we're able to walk on the crystal sphere, this diamond sphere that is the world, and we see all the colors. We see every single color. And we see this realm. We see everything. The thing is, they're not even there. King Jong-un, they're not even there. George Soros, they're not even there. The crimes against humanity, the horrible onslaught of terrorism, is it by me saying that they're not even there, that they're just going to disappear? Now, here's some rhetorical questions that have answers that are absolutely important to know, that every leader knows the answer to, every true leader. So let me, as one of the greatest leaders, not it's about me, but about that which we are, and that which we become, and that which I protect. What is the downfall of radical and extremist Islam, of radical extremist, that radical religion? What's the downfalls of it? What are the pitfalls? What are the weaknesses? Rhetorical question, because those are already known. How do you subvert it? Already underway. Pretty much faith is exactly what wins. Also importance is that there's higher powers at play. Of course, it's important to know that. Higher powers as in higher positive, enlightened, advanced powers that are positive and wanting the best of all involved. Because, life is not just about human life, but also about elemental life. Hydrogen atoms are alive. Air is alive. The trees are alive. Animals, birds, they're alive, they're living. They have a say. There's no way that this can be allowed to continue, because it cannot. How is it crippled? With the most beautiful, wonderful magnificence of what comes from a beautiful realm that is not necessarily unseen, because it is very well seen and very well known of, and we have our imagination to access it and tap into it. And it's what I've mentioned before, but the fact of the matter is, of course it's great that I can describe it, but once again, this is a great moment to actually not that the only thing that this is about is, writing a good piece, but maybe it is time that I continue to write again on that to the next level, and that's also something I always do. The point is, prosperity, the co-creation of paradise on earth is unstoppable, and those that try to subvert it, the criminals, the corruption, is done. It's gone. It's no more. And it is an honor to be able to be the one who leads their very downfall, and be the one that leads beyond to the next world, that next realm. Alright, this is what it is in a sense. It's like, alright, I've jumped over the rivers, I've climbed the mountains, I've surpassed, or I've traveled the deserts. I've been through every single bush, briar, every single jungle, dodged every vine, dodged every trap and I know every nook and cranny. I know every type of poisonous creature or predator. I know how to thrive in a survival area. I know how to be fully self-sufficient. I know, in a sense, how to be fully self-sufficient. I know how to provide for myself. I know how to provide for others. I know how to lead. I know how to be an example. I know how to walk. I know how to talk. I know how to speak. I know how to lead. I know how to exist. I know how to be present. I know how to exuberate my presence, and I know how to involve my extrasensory perception into the ether, into my surroundings, and I'm just being real. I mean, this is something I've been able to do for a long time. Something I've been wanting to do and been training for, and something I've wanted to look for my entire life. How about a great challenge? How can I lead? How can I become a champion? How can I continue to be a champion? What is the truth, and what is something that's so good and undeniable that is something that I will not want to back down for, because it's something I'm striving for so badly, so wantingly, so hungry for it. This is it. This is it. It's not something that you necessarily need to search for. It's something that's here. It's all it is about is like joining the battle, and you can win, whether it's you who stands alone or that who is indivisible, united. Hey, the clarity of what we can truly be a part of is so magically profound. In truth of evidence is that it's amazing. Alright, so we look around the world, we see the ability to transform, transfigure ourselves is not only our responsibility, but in a sense our duty, and our sense of our desire to, our instinct to protect, our instinct to provide, and our instinct to nurture, and our instinct to care for. Now, the wonderful thing is there's a very essence, a very spirit, and a very actual scientific biological response of how this type of communication, this type of ether, this consciousness taps into the consciousness of, in a sense, all that it is of other human beings, the mind, which is everywhere. And it's not just limited upon here on Earth, but it goes throughout the solar system, throughout the galaxy, and throughout the cosmos. Hey, we are, like I said before, it's the weakling that was something to be afraid. It's once again, fear is not real, and lies are not real, obviously, and disinformation is not real. So those that held us, the things that don't hold us back, because we're awake more than ever. It's just the truth of the matter is, we are freer than ever before. We can proclaim our freedom and our liberty by, in a sense, announcing the fact of the matter is that we can truly co-create a wonderful, beautiful society, a better economic system, a more structurally sound and truthful and honorable political system, and have it be well known that instead of a celebrity form of lifestyle, we lead as leaders who care about transforming and making the world greater through the best of the best forms of the tools and the creations that create life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And like I said before, it's very easy to do because, it's a very simple process. For example, I could break it down to a 1, 2, 3. 1, you identify the criminals. 2, you throw them in jail. 3, you continue to create paradise on earth by doing everything that was used to control and corrupt to expand and provide prosperity and sustainability and stability. It's all that is trying to be done with radical Islam, with corruption in politics by corrupt politicians, and with big bankers who aren't on the side of the American people, or the people in general, and murderers and rapists. It's very easy to understand how to not only, and that's the wonderful thing about life. It's not necessarily, you don't have to, and this is, this in a sense where I stand alone, which is okay. You don't have to throw them in jail. You can teach them, in a sense you go through a process of teaching them, rehabilitating, and in a sense your very presence and your touching absolves them. It's great to rid all corruption from earth, but it would be even better to allow them to be a part of this new world that we have to walk them through. Hey, so now we, as beings that are responsible for our planet, why not say that we should be responsible for those who are responsible, in a sense, for us? Because what is that? We are beings who are ultimately trying to work for, provide, protect, and provide freedom to our future generations. With that understanding in mind, obviously we know that we want to do everything we can to provide all the prosperity and best environment to grow on. That means the planet. So, we're in a sense, the phrase, where do we start? In the phrase, also, how do we start? And in the phrase, why should we start? Those are all rhetorical because they all have answers. The point that I'm making is the fact that we have, and we are creating and making everything that we possibly can. The point is, corruption's gone. It's leaving really, really quickly, and I thank God for the insight, for the awakening of humanity, and the transcendental nature of nature, Mother Nature herself, of the elementals of nature, life, as it grows, and of the endless pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Beautiful realm ahead of us, alright? It doesn't end here. This goes on forever, and I thank God. God bless America. God bless planet Earth.